I love the outdoors.
Yes, yes.
Obviously. It's just peaceful. It's tranquil. I can putz out here every day as much as I want, or I can stand in that window in the wintertime and look at it too. It's a relaxing place to be.
Are there any frogs or they scare them away? Oh, there's one right there. Nice green frog. Well, you build a frog pond, build it, and they will come. Leopard or a pickerel frog right by the little goldfish. That's good. Yep, another one. This is a frog pond. That was a good drop. You got it. Ta-da!
Nice.
Just do it like it's never been done before. Just do it like the moment's fire. I'll do it for you.
Welcome to living the Aquascape lifestyle. All right, this never gets old. Mike, where are we at, buddy?
We are in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and we're going to take a look at a koi pond with a waterfall off a nice slope.
I hear it. And I'm Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy. This is my channel, Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy. This is Sean, my Sherpa today, and we are out, wow, looking at beautiful aquascape ecosystem ponds and showcasing how people live the aquascape lifestyle. This is gorgeous. I mean, how often it's so nice when you have a slope facing the house, huh?
It is. This pond has an amazing story. So this is, you know, kind of the theme of the day. This is their second pond, actually, that we've built here. It used to be up 2/3 the size with a little tiny spillway into it. And when I first did the consultation for that, I saw this slope and I said, you guys have got to build a waterfall on there, right? But they wanted to keep it simple at that time. As time went on and they started to enjoy the small feature more and more, they realized how incredible it would be to have something bigger. So a couple years ago, we talked about it and they decided to go ahead with building a waterfall down that slope.
And there it is. Excellent. Hi there.
Hi.
Are you Judy?
Yep.
I'm the Pond Guy, Greg.
Hi, Pond Guy. Greg.
He was just telling me how this was, you had a pond before, then he built a second pond, and then he built a waterfalls on it.
Yes. When we first met Mike, he came out. We just had a little pond that we made ourselves.
The pre-formed, right?
Yep. And even before that, we had just a little finch bath, and I had a little thing going. He came up with this extravagant plan. He was going to build a waterfall from down over there, and with a stream that came down to the pond. And
I like this guy.
Yeah, I looked at him and I said, even though we live where we live, doesn't mean we have deep. I trusted him because he's creative.
Yes, very much so.
And I said, he will do what's best for us. And he has. He has ever since I've known him, and he's done it twice now.
When did you guys first meet?
2007 is when he
Yeah,
built our
Judy is,
first pond.
Phil and Judy are two of our oldest customers. We've had the longest relationship with them. I think probably one of the 5 first customers we had.
People don't understand what it's like to have one of these. What's it been like?
Oh, it's marvelous. Are you kidding me? I wouldn't know what to do without a pond because it's peaceful, it's tranquil, I love the outdoors.
Yes, yes.
Obviously, with this woods and what have you, but it's just peaceful, it's tranquil. I can putz out here every day as much as I want, or I can stand in that window in the wintertime and look at it too. It's a relaxing place to be. It's wonderful. It's easy to maintain. There is no problem with it. I use the Aquascape program. There's nothing better than that. In fact, Saturday, a couple that came for the pond tour asked me specifically what I had problems with the pond, and I looked at them and I said, I don't have enough time with it.
Right. Yeah, that's what happens when you work 50, 60 hours a week, right?
No, I don't. It's just, there's no problem with the pond. The maintenance is very easy. You make it what you want.
Well, it's absolutely lovely. It's a sanctuary for you.
It is, absolutely, 100%.
I bet you people that come over here just gravitate towards it as well.
They do. In fact, I've had people walk up and I haven't told them that the pond was here. I've just been very quiet and said, oh, come on, let's go to the backyard. And they go, what? I didn't know you had a pond, you know, and then I can't get them to go back into the house. Like, okay,
You're stuck out here.
We're stuck out here. It's just a joy to have. It's been a fun time. We've had a lot of frogs come and go.
Yeah, nature. It changes in the seasons and everything.
Oh, and
Birds bathing in the waterfall.
Oh yeah, birds bathe a lot.
Actually, the first pond that we put in, there was not a lot of room for anything but in that waterfall. But we made sure there was a little alcove that had a spot for bathing.
They bathe like crazy in there.
Yeah, and we made one here too, off in that corner there. So the birds can bathe in that shallow area.
lot of Sandy when he was digging the pond out. We enjoy it. It's my cup of tea. I'm the one that does all the yard work.
You gonna go bigger now? Big, bigger, biggest?
Big, bigger, biggest, good, better, best.
Judy, we got to bring a waterfall down to the bottom yard. And
I know, you keep saying that.
Okay, so what is the story here? Because you told me about this.
yeah, so we're good friends, Phil and Judy and Nicole and I, and we've known each other a long time. And when Nicole and I decided to get married, Phil and Judy happened to be in Saugatuck, where we were getting married. Or so they say, and they decided to just show up to the wedding and
The only reason we stopped was because we wanted to congratulate them, but the key word was there was a pond where they were getting married. So we wanted to see the pond.
Yeah.
So we let him think that, But it was exciting to see Mike and Nicole get married because Mike had been working with us, and anytime there's a pond, I want to go see it.
So this pond here, the really crucial feature is the slope here. So we had an existing wood beam retention wall, and we needed to cut into that to create a space for the waterfall. We have a 13-foot waterfall here filling out into about a 10 by 8 pond with skimmer, and we got the biofalls up top there. We have about 12,000 pounds of rock, and with the skimmer and the biofalls, liner, underlayment, and all that, we're looking at about $15,000 for this project. Got a cool little stepping stone here that you can walk across to get across the yard, across the stream with. I got a stepping path here going to the front of the property. One of the really cool things about this is just how lush everything is. You have your creeping jenny taking off here, and iris. The lilies are getting really full. We have cardinal flower in here.
So this is the view, Judy, from inside the house, huh?
Yep. And see what I get to see when I'm...
Oh.
Yeah.
You can see what your fish are doing every day. And I bet you probably look out there every morning when you wake up, huh?
Oh, yeah. I want to know that all my fish are there.
Yep. You got your bird feeders right here. That is true paradise out there. And listen to that sound. Not bad at all.
This wood retention wall here had to be taken out a bit so that we could get the waterfall to come through there. One of the defining points is, this wooden retention wall here, which we had to cut out and to get the waterfall to flow down that slope and come into this stream and empty out into this about 10 by 8 pond. So with that work and the skimmer, biofalls, about 12,000 pounds of rock, little koi cave here, aerators, we're looking at about $15,000 for this project. One of the really awesome things about these water features is that you can run them during the winter, and they have some really amazing ice formations that form up and down the waterfall. We have a great view from inside the house anyway, so having it run the winter and being able to see those ice formations is a real treat. These water features are amazing at attracting a whole bunch of different kinds of species of birds. The bird feeder itself doesn't attract very many species of birds to it, but every bird needs water, and so these water features are amazing at attracting some of the very most beautiful birds we have in the area. We have a red-bellied woodpecker, and looks like a nuthatch coming down the tree there.
So Mike, that's the original house you built a pond at?
We didn't actually build that pond, but yeah, they had a pond at this house. We took care of it, and then they decided to split the property in two and build a brand new house here.
It's a nice contemporary house.
It is, yeah, it's a very nice house.
But this is a unique one because it's a frog pond, right?
Yeah, so with her old pond at that old house, she just found that she spent a lot more time watching the frogs than she did the fish.
Right.
And so she wanted to construct something new that was going to basically cater to the frogs instead of the fish.
All right.
The old pond was an Aquascape pond.
Another contractor built it. So they very, up, look at that. Oh, he did that on purpose.
Yeah, he did.
And it got me too.
All right.
Very funny, Paul. Very funny. Did you know he was gonna do that?
I did.
Yeah, you guys had it all set up, get me all wet. Very funny. What a beautiful backyard. So this is just a little frog pond you guys put in. When did this go in? With heron distraction and also a pond guy, distraction as well. All right, so what's the story here, buddy?
As we said, Mary was very interested in having a pond that was gonna attract frogs. And she's also a naturalist and master gardener, and she loved the idea of putting in a wetland filter that was gonna really filter things. So we have a little wetland filter up top there and a nice little pond for the frogs to hang out in.
For the frogs to hang out in, I love it. Are there any frogs or they scare them away? Oh, there's one right there, nice green frog. Well, you build a frog pond, build it and they will come. A leopard or a pickerel frog right by the little goldfish. That's good. Yep, another one. This is a frog pond. Okay, I count 7 frogs. I got 2 over there. There's 2. There's one over there. There's one. There's 5. And here's the 2 over here. 7 frogs. Up, and there he goes.
So this pond is the epitome of a naturalist's dream. We have a bog filter up top here with tons of native plants like marsh marigold and Joe Pye weed. That wetland filter is filtering all this water, spilling off into a frog pond. We have some obviously lily pads for the frogs growing here and lots of plants for them to hide. We got some crevices in the rocks over here and over here that they can hide away in if a predator should come. And for predator protection, we have the scarecrow here, which as anything motion-wise goes across the pond, it'll spray a blast of water. So this project with the mini wetland filter, half centipede wetland filter, 6x8 pond, Aquaforce pump, all the liner, the 6,000 pounds or so of boulders. This would run you under $10,000 as a project from AWM Water Features. So we are gonna look in this compost pile and see if we can find a worm to feed the frogs here. All right, let's see what we can find. Maybe it's because you got all those robins.
Too many worms, no dirt, I guess. All right, so the next thing I would do is I would just dig in the dirt a little bit.
Yeah.
I can't believe it, no worms.
I mean, it's been really dry.
All right, I have another possibility.
Cut him in half, of course.
Well, it's a worm, actually.
Part of
Here.
the worm. Be able to move though.
Yeah.
Let's see if I.
Okay, we're gonna try to feed the worms. Go ahead. I'd say put it right close to that one on that rock. Yeah. You can see it with his peripheral vision. Oh, too close. Try to drop it on top of that lily pad. That was a good drop. You got it.
I'm gonna get it.
Ta-da! You've done your good deed for the day.
Yes, better frog.
And that's what you get to do when you have a frog pond. So fun. Oh, Sean's doing it too. He doesn't want to be outdone. Let's see if he can get a good strategic drop. That's pretty good. Move away.
Oh, it came out too.
Ta-da!
We had a customer who had one of our ponds we put in, and she trained these frogs to jump up on the deck, and they would eat worms right out of there.
Nature. So a little frog pond, and this is fun because this is actually what got me into this hobby, was turtles, fish, and frogs. I love the fact that their grandkids live next door and they get to come over here to grandma's house. This is what it is about, inviting nature into your house. It's about creating something special. It's about creating something that's living, breathing ecosystem, and that's why we love to showcase different people doing different things. So it wasn't really to her about a koi fish, it was about a natural frog pond, and she's got 7 frogs living in here, so I think it's a pretty good deal. If you're interested in living the aquascape lifestyle, check out the link below to find a certified aquascape contractor by you. I love my job.